Alright guys, I'm back. This guy doing a car wash, a truck wash, but little do he know, I guess he gotta do it. It's gonna be pouring rain tomorrow, as they say. Alright, back with Mike, unless y'all already know the vibes. I'm outside, this guy's on me. Why is this guy behind me on me like that? He need to chill. He's about to jump. Well, you about to, well, whatever he doing. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm back. Just quick updates. I guess a lot's going on. First thing first, let me see if I can get y'all a little bit more light here. The weather sucks. The weather's garbage. The forecast is showing rain again this weekend. I don't know why. This is like the third weekend that we're showing rain. So that kills a lot of shows again. And the funny thing is, it never rains on Friday. So Friday is Belmore. So I guess we'll be doing Belmore again on Friday, because that's the only day that's possibly not gonna rain. I don't know if it's gonna change. Today is Wednesday. I don't know if the forecast is gonna change, but so far it's showing Friday's gonna be the only good day. So y'all see my dash, people. So yesterday I didn't record this. Y'all remember, actually it happened last week Friday, beating up the road with Renzo. Beating it down like I always do. The airbag light came on, and that was when I was actually going to Belmore. It came on, so I did my quick Googles, all that y'all already know. So it was telling me check, the seat, whatever. So that's what I did. I did the driver's seat, but the driver's seat wasn't an issue. When I put it on the scanner said the passenger seat. So now I borrowed my cousin 5 scanner, got the scanner, and it pulled up a code for the passenger seat. Basically, Google AI basically, told me disconnect the negative, give it 15 minutes to basically the whole system reset itself, and that's what I did. So basically I had moved the seat prior to disconnecting the battery. I unplugged, I moved the wire for that harness. I unplugged it, I plugged it back, and put everything back together. And it's supposed to have, once it's like a little something going on with the wiring, or just because the movement of the seat, is supposed to, disappear. And as instantly as I put the battery back on, I started up, the airbag light went off. But I still have a recall. So I have a recall for the passenger side airbag itself. There's a recall in the 2013 Escalade. So I actually called the dealer, so I believe they have to order the part. I think it's about a 2 to 3 hour, 1 to 2 hour job. So I think I'm gonna turn Renzo into the dealer and actually just get that swapped out, because I think what happens is it won't deploy. That's the issue. Something with it won't deploy. So I also have a recall on the charger with something. I think it's another airbag related issue. But you see, the thing is with me, honestly, let me tell you something. I hate people working on my vehicles, because people are sloppy, right? A lot of people are inexperienced. They rush and do things, they don't do it correctly, or they break something. So that's why I be iffy about doing certain things with, that's why I kind of waited like so long. I'm like, because at the end of the day, it's like some of these guys, these mechanics, they have working on your joint is basically, they just came out of school or whatnot, inexperienced, and they damage things and you don't know. So that's why I'm like iffy about bring my charger. Number one, I'm super iffy because last time I think I was getting oil change. Somebody, you know, it has a pin underneath it, and it has like 2 screws to hold it's like a splash plastic pan, whatever, guard. And somebody only put back 1 screw and it's supposed to be 2. And then something else happened. There was a clip for a plug or something that somebody broke. So that's what I'm saying. So it's like, you know, they're trying to do things, get it out. They break stuff and they're just gonna leave it. So that's why I'm a little iffy about, you know what I mean, just doing anything unless I'm doing it myself, honestly. So I guess I'm gonna take a shot in the dark with that one, because it's something that the recall, they just sent me a card again in the mail about the recall. So as I said, I wanted to just clear this issue up first before I actually proceed with, you know, that, because I don't want to go in there with anything on the dash and they be like, you know, they try to get you. So I say, you know what, let me handle that first. So that's basically what I did. Yeah, so in the mix of all of that is gone, so that's cool. And just I'm also looking at, before I even get into this conversation, I'm gonna order some fried plantanos. Let me actually do that now while I'm on the road, so I could just go do that pickup. I guess y'all guys could stay on the phone with me while I order the plantains. Let me call the Chinese store and see if I could get some plantanos. Yeah, but other than that.
Oh, hi, phone. Pick up the Uber.
Pick up.
Okay, what do you want?
Can I get a small fried green plantains?
Okay, anything else?
That's it. How much is that?
Okay, $4.25.
Yeah, all right. That's it. Thank you.
Okay,
Can you fry it crispy?
Okay.
Make sure it's crispy. Thank you. All right, yeah, he just like, you know, but whatever. Just wanted to get some plantains. So had to make sure while I'm on the road, might as well I'll get that in. But yeah. So what I'm looking at now, right? I'm looking at rotors and brakes. So I'm looking at a company called Power Stops. They have heavy duty. They got this drill slotted rotors. Basically, you know, like if you're doing any kind of like hauling or towing or anything like that, they make a heavy duty, and they have another a brake application that go with it. So they sell it like in a kit, right? So the kit is going for about 500. So I'm looking into that right now, because that's one of the completed things I need to do. When I first initially got Renzel, I only changed the brake pads. I put Bendex. I did not change the rotors, because everything, and when I just got it, I was just doing everything quick, just, you know, just to get it moving, to see how everything worked out. So I just bought some Bendex. Bendex is an old school brand. If y'all know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But Bendex was a top brand back in the days, actually. But they kind of like faded away, like, you know, with all these other different brake pads and companies that came out. So now with the Bendex is actually working still cool. Don't get me wrong, but as I said, it's just, you know, I want something. I want the braking to be a hundo if I got weight on the back. So that's why I'm looking at the rotors. Rotors may be not in the best condition, because I don't know if the rotors ever was changed. I didn't touch it. Rotors was some existing rotors when I got the vehicle. So as I said, I'm gonna look into the kit. The kit is, as I said, is about $500 for front and rear. So I'm gonna look into the kit. And what else for Renzel? I think that's it for Renzel. It's really just that. Anything else, yeah, that'll be till next year. And maybe I'm gonna quote again. Maybe I'll do the the rubbing compound and buff. I don't know, because I got something to I got something maybe I have to get on that charger, maybe that pulley. But I wasn't really trying to do that job actually this summer. I was trying to really hold off till the winter time to do that pulley job. But maybe I was gonna get the pulley. I think the OEM pulley is about $320, and the brand called ATI, right, is the ATI is going for almost $500. So what I was thinking, I don't know if I should just go ahead and get it now or I should get it later. So hold on, guys. Yeah, so I was saying I don't know if I should get it now or get it later. But honestly, guys, I am not, everything is running smooth, but I know it's something I gotta eventually change. So I'm looking, that's why I said I was looking more like October, November to kind of do that job. When the season is kind of done and everything is low key, then I get back in the garage and I do that. So I really ain't want to do that now. So I don't know if I'm still debating if I should buy the part now and have it just in case I decide but I don't think I'm doing that job now because this garage I got is about to get hella hot. This job looks complicated. Not to say I can't do it. It looked complicated. It looked like it's tedious. And I don't know if I want to go through that right now because I'm just beating up the road. So the only mechanic work left to really do what I want to do is that Toyota. So I got the tie rods. I'm gonna do the axles. I'm gonna do the belt, and I'm gonna do partial mounts. I don't even think I'm doing all the mounts now. I'm gonna see. I think I'm gonna do the 2 side mounts, and I have a bone mount already. Transmission mount I may do later if it needs to be done. So that's how that's looking. So yeah, so that's kind of like how I'm putting it in the pot right now in terms of work. So that's just a quick updates on basically what I want to do. And there was actually a good car show this weekend in Wildwood, New Jersey. But as I said, with the rain is just kind of like the rain is killing everything right now. So I would just more than likely just be doing anything local like Belmore. And if the weekend happened to change, and I'll take it for whatever it is and figure whatever out. But yeah, I'm really looking at that. I'm just really looking at the research. I'm gonna look at a couple of more videos with this on brakes because I don't want to spend no unnecessary money on something, and but it serves a purpose because anything with weight and stopping, I need to stop. So I'm not playing around with that. I'll spend money on brakes. So, and other than that, everything else is just pretty much what it is. In the box Chevy now, y'all looked at the back end video with the trimming. So basically the box Chevy right now, I don't really have to do nothing else to the box Chevy, people. It's just I gotta just check the fluids again, and I gotta give it a good sanitizing wash. And there was a few little things I wanted to do, but I'm not gonna do it because I'm not gonna hold up any movement right now. Anything with shops is booked. Everybody trying to get stuff done, and that's how that's going. So I was able to sneak in that trimming and got that trimming just basically whatever, just refresh whatever it is. Got that done and just clean up the box Chevy, and it is what it is. That's about it. So it is what it is. So hopefully y'all looked at that Point Lookout car show. That car show was pretty dope. It was cold as hell, but it was a good car show. Tobay Beach also. Tobay Beach was a little bit warmer. So I was like asking like little questions like which car show y'all thought was better, Tobay Beach or Point Lookout with the the special guests. So I think they both was dope. I both kind of went to the car shows at the same time. I didn't go for the opening early, but I guess the next one I go to, I'll go early. But it's just spending the whole day is just it's a job, people. It's a job walking around. But then again, I took lunch. I took a lunch break. I ate, took pictures, went on live. So kind of like I got like a little thing I do. Like, you know, I go in there first, I record, and then I go live, and then after that I take pictures and stuff like that. So I kind of break it down, so because I know I'm just going to be there for the whole day, and I take, you know, just pictures and different videos, and if I stay to the ending video and stuff like that, and then, you know, I got my intro. I'm going to start it off in the car, end it off in the truck or car, whatever it may be. I'm driving, whatever, and that's kind of how that is. But it's just now, actually, some of these shows I'm gonna participate in terms of like Renzel. I always tell you I wanna just throw Renzel in the show. I'm not trying to win nothing. I just wanna just put Renzel in the mix. You know what I'm saying? That's all to it. But I wanna clean Renzel up to a certain point. Like I wanna just really just give it the best clean and everything, and just throw it in there. Windows down, hood up, back glass up. Just want to just do that. You know what I mean? I'm not, as I said, I'm not trying to win nothing. It's just I'm paying for parking. I'm giving a donation, and I'm outside. I'm in the mix. So I want to do that. And then the same thing with the Charger. I was doing the Charger last year, but the Charger, I was on some, whatever it is. Oh man, nah, we not doing that, because that camera, nah, nope, don't go. Because we got that speed camera, homie. That camera go catch. All right, go. Yeah. I'm about to bust a right. Get out your way, homie. I'm about to get out your way. Don't follow me. Go straight. He wanna follow me. It's a goofy ass ambulance. Ambulance wanna go my way. My ambulance should have went his own way. Yeah, so what was I saying? So yeah, just the same thing like with the Charger. Like, you know, just had the Charger real clean, but as I said, it takes the Charger. I mean, I could do the Charger, but the Charger, I was beating up every day, the road, whatever. So it was like, I had these shows, so I was going with the Charger dirty, just throwing it in the show, I ain't care, whatever. But this year, yeah, I'm just gonna clean it up. I mean, there's a lot of competition with Chargers because got a lot of people that do a lot of dope things. But I'm not competing, as I said, because of the fact that, you know, I ain't go there for competition. I went there to record. I went there to network. But just, you know, just throwing my vehicle in there also. So, and then the box Chevy is, you know, when you throw that in there, then it's competition. So, but you already know the vibes. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be practicing towing, so I still got to do my test tow, as y'all already know. I mean, it's not, you know, the truck could tow it, but just me getting comfortable towing the weight. So that's what I mean by a test tow. You know, just being comfortable doing it. I mean, I did it, but I just want to be real comfortable with strapping. I just want to be super comfortable, super quick, and confident in everything I'm doing. So, that's why when I talk, you know, I follow all the rules and steps to what I want to do, point blank. So I'm going to, I'm really going to put my foot down and stop, you know, procrastinating and rent a U-Haul trailer and just whatever. As I say, if it's just pulling up to a show and leaving the car on the trailer because, you know, it's just me doing that and me going networking and doing what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So that's the kind of vibes. I'm going to be on some different vibes this summer, as I said. Y'all going to see the videos. Just pull up to a show with the orange box on the trailer. You know, go look at it on the trailer. I'm just passing by, recording. I'm in and out. You know what I mean? May go to a second show with the car on the trailer. In and out. You know what I mean? So, all right, I just actually seen police, so let me actually tap back in with y'all real quick because I don't want police to basically flag me for anything. Alright guys, I'm back. As I say, just, you know, kind of just seeing police real quick, so, you know, they be a little bit funny with everything. So yeah, back to what I was saying. So yeah, that's the vibes with that. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna really be on, you know, I'm about to get on the ground with that. So as I said, I'm gonna do my homework again tonight on this kit, this brake kit and all that. I had to change one caliber that was actually bad. Maybe could I did both of them, but I did the one that was bad. Anything else with calibers, I really don't know. I just, whatever goes bad, that's kind of like what I work with at the moment. So that's kind of how I take it. So I had to change one, and everything, as I said, is OEM. I go OEM on everything, so whatever OEM parts are still available, and then when actually, if I get time this summer, I want to run up to Harry U Pull It, just to see actually what they have for Escalades, because I will, if I can find a bumper, a matching bumper, which I know I gotta be like super lucky for that, to find a matching red bumper. But if I find one of those, I'm gonna snatch it for the low. But even if I find one that's not the color and I get it for the low, and it's in good condition, I'm gonna get it for the low. I'm gonna take it, and I guess a couple of bucks, I'll see if somebody could just you know, just shoot some paint on that. And I don't know, but I don't know when I'm gonna do that. I gotta figure that out. For Memorial's Day, I'm just jumping into, you know, like what's going on. I wanted to do Bike Week, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that. But I'm gonna do something in terms with the motorcycle. So yeah, I will be getting some videos with the motorcycle soon. Let me tap back with y'all. That's Nas Motion hitting me up. Alright guys, I'm back. Yeah, so that's just the vibes for that. So stay tuned. Some more bike life. Whoever's part of bike life, yeah, I'll basically do that. I just gotta, you know, it's gonna be like POVs on the bike, whatever, and just showing the bike off, and just little trips I may take. I didn't do the bike for like a few years now, but you know, I'm gonna basically assess the bike, make sure everything is together with the bike, and we gonna yeah, we gonna do some bike videos and like some cool things, like, you know, just I don't know if it's gonna be like solo or group riding or whatever. Whoever wanna ride, I ain't pressuring nobody with nothing, you know. So I mean, as I said, I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna have fun, and you know what I mean. I'm just gonna bring y'all on my experience with the motorcycle. So that's gonna be coming. All right, let's cut up to this Chinese store real quick and get my plantanos. All right, man. Yeah, I know you see me. All right, I guess I gotta tap back in with y'all. Let me I don't even want to shut Rangella off because it really don't make no sense. Because I'm about to just go get these planters and come back. I'm gonna tap back in with y'all. Let me work this planting deal out. All right, guys, I'm back. All right, so I just picked up these plantains from one of my Chinese stores I go to, which is pretty, they're good. They're pretty good. They don't really mess up your food. It's called Full On Restaurant. I mean, don't ask me what that means. They be like full on restaurant. So just got some plantains to go with some chicken I got, and that's what that's gonna be for my dinner. That's gonna be that. So all right, as I said, the week is looking, it's drizzling now. The weekend is looking crazy again, so I don't know when the summer or the spring will hit, But you know what? I ain't too mad because I'm not 100% ready yet. So, you know, the little things I give y'all the updates on is the little things I still gotta do, which I'm procrastinating, should have been done already. So, yeah, I'm just, just want to complete that, waiting for the weather to break. They got a lot of different cruise nights, but the only thing with the cruise nights, I wanted to go to a few of them is, it was by the time I get home, the traffic be like OD. It be like telling me like ETA, hour and a half to get to some of these places. And then right now the weather's still chilly. So like, I remember I went to a few of them already. It had nobody there, 2 cars there. So, right now, still waiting for the weather to turn around to do some of these cruise nights, because it don't benefit me driving an hour and a half and then nobody shows up, because I get it, the weather. So that's why I'm not really, I seen a few of them. I was gonna hit one Monday, but then I was like, I looked at the traffic, I was like, nah, like it's still too fresh in the season. People's not really coming out like that. So I ain't wanna like burn gas and make that trip for 3 or 4 cars. That don't make no sense. So I'm still kind of debating on that. But y'all already know, man, Belmore be popping. Belmore be super popping still. So Belmore it's going to be part 6. So let's see how part 6 is. The weather's going to be in the 60s, so it's not going to be super. It's going to actually be like the same thing like last week. But what I'm going to do, what I said I was going to do last week, I think I'm going to go like 7 o'clock. So I could stay till when it get dark, instead of me going early and just walking around recording everything and just wanting to leave. I think I'm gonna go a little bit later so we could hit nighttime to see, basically the difference of the car show. So yeah, I will be doing Belmore, but I think I'll go around like 7 o'clock, something like that. So, and then that's about it. So actually, I'm just as I said, I'm just breathing and just trying to just get to what I need to do, and just try to figure out my brakes and what I gotta do, and just do my cleaning, and just as I said, I'm really considering 2 things with Renzel. And as I said, I'm gonna say it again. I got it, and I still didn't get a quote on a compound, rubbing compound and a wax. So I gotta get that, and I gotta do the kit. That's one of the 2 most important. And that rubbing compound wax, I know it's gonna hit. I know it's gonna hit, man. I'm gonna be looking at this truck different with my side eye, like, you know what I mean? But because as I said, I did the charger. I just did a buff on the charger, and I did a buff on the orange box, and that's what I did. So yeah, as I said, Renzel up next, people. Renzel up next. I think we gotta do that. And then after I do that, I'm gonna buy the A1 spray waxes and all that. I gotta re-up on my chemical guys, and all my chemicals and my spray waxes and all that, man. I love them things. And it's just, that's the stuff that's gonna be hitting. And I gotta do a nice wash on the motors. Y'all already know, and I'm gonna really use the dope ass products on the motors and the interior. So y'all go see, man. Y'all go see. When I really pull up to these shows, man, I'm gonna be fresh and clean, man. Fresh and clean. Fresh and clean. So that's all gonna be documented. So as I said, those are things I gotta look into. And yeah, so we got a good start, man. We got a good start. I had got a head start on the orange box. I made sure I did that custom exhaust. That was a shot in the dark, people. Rally Fabrications, I did that. I got that done early. You heard? And I was going back and forth if I wanted to do that or not, because it was a few different things I wanted to do. I could have done, you know what I mean? Like, I still need to do my rear end, right? That's one thing I could have bought and done, but it was just more different things at the time. I was like, you know what, I gotta do the exhaust. Cause you know, the one I had was having the car not running correctly. So I didn't wanna, you know, I had a couple of dollars. I didn't wanna, if I had spent the money on a rear end, right, then I wouldn't have had money to do that custom exhaust. So, you know, custom exhaust, not saying custom exhaust, a rear end, I'm maybe planning for it next year, you know what I mean? And it's gonna be recorded and documented, everything with the channel, because the channel is growing. So this is different things I wanna show y'all. When I order it, I put it together. If I'm gonna put it on, because I'm gonna do everything correctly. If y'all know, y'all know. Y'all know, I know. Y'all know. As I said, just certain things I've been holding back on. Like, you know, just like I ain't just rushing to do everything to the car. Certain things I've been holding back on to do it correctly, do it right for my application. And when I do the remix, cause you know I'm always remixing. So when I do another remix, it's gonna be for the right reason. You understand what I'm saying? Like I gotta do frame notches. I gotta do a bunch of things, you know what I mean? Which is dope that, you know, the channel is growing and the audience, this is things that I want the audience to see the way I do it, or who doing it for me, just in case you want to do something like that on your vehicle. So I think that's going to be pretty dope for the channel, in terms of more than likely maybe next year, hopefully, depending on the growth of, you know, the channel and everything going on. We just gonna knock that out the box, because that's like the stuff that need to get done, and other things that need to get done, you know what I mean? It's just nothing but sharing and networking, and that's what it is. So hopefully we get to that point where we could do all of that next year, you know, depending on how the channel grows and uprise and all that. But, you know, I'm staying consistent. I'm moving around. I'm putting my foot on the gas, no brakes, and that's what it is. So, all right, but other than that, man, y'all already know the DOD, the V8 to the V4. Gas prices is up there, gas prices is high, but we still outside. And that's what it is. So, all right, folks, man, just wanted to tap in with y'all with Renzel. Just wanted to let y'all know, safety airbag is off. Safety airbag is off. And just had to, basically me coming outside and recording is me actually just, because I did everything last night, and me just driving and making sure everything is Gucci. And as I said, I believe it's the cause of this seat right here going back and forth, you know, because, you know, I have my parents in my car, I have my son in the car, and, you know, the seat be back and forth. So something got pinched or something got moved or something like that happened, and that triggered that balloon, the man with the balloon in the seat. So got that resolved, and I'm back on the grind. So if you're new to the channel, look at the back end videos, people. Tobay Beach, Point Lookout, look out the Rick Ross spray wax. I have to do a part 3 on it. And then if it works out, I may actually get the new updated Rick Ross spray wax, give my thoughts and my reviews on it, maybe get a different color. Maybe I'll try all the products. Maybe I'll try the soap. I do gotta get some car wash soap, because I do have the Canon joint. So maybe I'll try the soap too. I'll give y'all my thoughts on the soap. I'll spray it on all 3 vehicles. I'll let Rick Ross know what the real deal is. No cap. So we gonna look into that. So, all right. So other than that, now I gotta park. I'm still parking in the spot where I normally park the Toyota. I think I actually gotta start up the box Chevy. I think I actually have to start up the box Chevy, people. But yeah, I'm in the Toyota spot. I actually gotta move Renzel back into his spot, because the Toyota look weird in that spot in the mix with the other cars. this is an ideal spot for the Toyota, but I mean for Renzel actually. They actually supposed to be doing some work on this garage. That's why I don't have a neighbor right now. I had a neighbor and she was like mad, just like parking weird. I think that's why I moved to park where Renzel was at before, cause like she just don't know how to park. Like she was just parking mad weird, and I'm like, wait a minute, we got 2 trucks, and you parking weird, and like, you know, if you say the wrong thing to these women like, you know, like, so I just know what, I just say, you know what, let me move this part before I get myself in trouble. So I just be moving around with these parks and stuff. So as I said, I think I gotta I know I gotta start up the box Chevy. The box Chevy, I think I ain't run the box Chevy since what day it is today? Today's Wednesday. I don't think I ain't do the box Chevy in, what the hell, this thing is so long? The box Chevy in a few days. Gotta make sure I park close enough, cause these people here be, maybe I should move up north. They be swinging. Them ladies, when they be driving their head, they just be like, they come down in the garage, just flying down and flying across. And I be like, shh, boy, don't do it. Don't do it. I warmed up the charger yesterday, so I mean, you know, I got these airbags on this joint. So what happened with the airbag? Sometimes it dumps out the air. I don't know. I gotta get these airbags checked. So now look at. I took the box Chevy. I gotta clean these rims. So you see how it was like squatting real low. So I know already. I gotta I gotta start up. I gotta put air in the tank. So it's just something I know because after a few days, for some reason, I had this airbag system. Hold on, people. I had this airbag system for a while, so I don't know if anybody else have that issue with their airbags. It's like it's weird. It'd be like sometimes I could be good for a week without it dumping out air, but then again, sometimes it'd be like 3-4 days or something, then it releases the air out the, I think the bag in the tank, and I be having to, if I don't do it, because right now I say as I'm not notch, which I need to be framed, no, I'm not even notch, I need to shorten the rear end, right? So if it drops down, it won't rub on the rim. One time it dropped all the way and it rubbed the rim a little bit and kind of like scuffed it a little bit. If it do try to do like a full drop. So hold on, so let me see where the air is at. Let's see where it's at. So you see where it's at? It's at 82. So basically, as I said, look, the bag in the right is 59, the front. So it basically, as I told y'all, it need to start up. So I just put the compressor on. So I need to, as I said, I need to blow it up with air and raise the bag up. And that's kind of like what I gotta do, maybe like every 3 days or something like that. So, I mean, it's all good. I gotta do what I gotta do. And then after that, so my trimming is, well, I'm kind of happy I got my trimming on. So as I said, I'm gonna just go back, assess it, and give this a real good wash underneath, go underneath it. Usually I go underneath it and I wipe everything down with all the little excess grease and stuff like that. I wipe everything out. I have it showroom ready. So I'm ready. I'm gonna get these cars ready real quick for y'all, man. As I said, this is the existence of Rick Ross. I'm gonna do a part 3. And oh, this is water from the AC, I think. And I'm just gonna do a real motor wash, quick cleanup on Rangel. And as I said, get them check out the rotors. I may actually, before I even do that, I may actually what you call it? I may color the calipers. May give it some color. I was thinking about that. Color the calipers. I don't know if I do it red or whatever. And I think I'm hitting this with some gold. So I think I want to be gold plating where it says Escalade. I think I want to gold plate that because I gold plated this already. So I think that'll be the last things I'll be doing. And yo, I'm outside, people. So I said I'm outside heavy, people. Oh, I got some more coffee left. So I'm just giving y'all the end part of this video. Why not, right? Warming up the box Chevy. Y'all hear that squeaking noise? So I figured out the squeaking noise is the power steering fluid. Oh, I gotta actually get Freon also. Power steering pulley because I don't think I have enough power steering fluid in here. And then actually I gotta take this battery out and recharge it too. But this battery is like at its end. By next year I gotta change it. I think I gotta change all my batteries by next year. So for now, this year, I'm actually gonna just recharge everything, put it back, and that's why I disconnect my batteries. Believe it or not, a lot of people, I don't know what they be doing. They be doing a lot of people that got music and stuff. They leave it connected. They be like, why my battery dying? Why my battery dying? Yo, disconnect the batteries, homie. I see a lot of people on YouTube doing that, like, I know it's the comfort of leaving your battery on. You thinking it's supposed to stay, whatever. But when you have all these little lights and RBGs and stuff like that, it drains. Get a cutoff switch. Don't even, you're putting it on a tether, maybe you will get away with it, but straight cutoff switch. If you're not really using it, cutoff switch. Don't even put it on the cutoff switch. I straight cutoff switch it, and I'm always guaranteed my joint, it starts and won't be dead. You got a good alternator, that's when it's gonna recharge everything back up, whatever, and you'll see your motors, whatever. Also, I was thinking about getting a new, maybe next year, getting a new Dakota dashboard. I was actually looking at the price of this, yo. This is still going for like $845, yo. So this is the digital one, but I want the one with the gauges. That's what I want. I want the one with the gauges. So I will be looking into that, and then maybe I'll sell this for the low. But I was looking at the price today. This is actually going for $845, yo. $845. So I want the one with the gauges and the different lights, and I think it has an app and all that. So I want to definitely upgrade to that one. And maybe if I get a buyer for this one, I will I'll do a quick upgrade on that. Definitely. I think I maybe wanted to change my radio. They got like bigger radios and stuff like that. But little things, little upgrades. But as I said, that's not going to be this year. Nothing else this year, people. As the channel grows, as things happen, that's how we will invest, and we will put back into the channel different models and different things like that. So that's how that's going to go. Alright, but other than that, man, I'm going to tap back. I ain't even going to tap back in with y'all. I'm going to end this long video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel, Life with Mike LS, and I'll catch y'all guys on the next video. Peace.